on this computer.
So, hello Inger, how are you?
Hello, Elena. I'm really good, thank you. A bit cold because it's winter in Sweden.
So let me introduce to our audience. So I'm here today with Inger Nordin from Sweden. She's life and business coach, and she's the owner and founder of I Am Life Amplification. So I'm going to let Inger to tell us a few things about herself, and I'm going to take it from there.
Okay.
So can you tell us just a few things about yourself, but don't get into detail to what you do, because I want to get there later.
Okay. So I'm 71 years old. That's one detail,
wow.
right?
You're so confident to share that, huh?
Yeah, well, that's one of the missions I have in life, to help people change their lives. And then I have to do it because I have changed my life. Because when I retired at 65, that's the retirement age in Sweden, I kind of felt like, is this all there is? So I needed to change, right? I needed to do something different, not being in this vacuum. And then I can help people do that, the same thing, right?
I will be honest, Inga, that when I met you, I was quite impressed, and it was a motto that you said at some point, if I made that after 65, what's your excuse? And I was really impressed. And I believe that you are a role model for many women after 65, you know, because we kind of think of that, you know, after retirement, we are quite done as women, let's say, you know, going to some other territories which are a bit, you know, scary for us. So I want to ask you how you decided at 65 to get into new, let's say, territory.
Well, I felt like I was in a vacuum. I mean, I used to work in corporate world. I was in the middle of everything. And then all of a sudden I was like, what am I to do now? And since I don't have a big family and things, because a lot of females are preoccupied with their grandkids and things like that, and I don't have that. So I felt like I have so much more to do. I have so much more to give from within me, from my experience, from what I had done in life. So I actually accidentally, if you like, came through to a training with Success Resources.
So I want to be honest with you, because we are in a field that I've met every day a lot of self-made coaches, trainers, and so on. I do believe that proper training is very important before going into, let's say, a profession. Can you tell the audience, let's say, what was, let's say, what was your path of learning, let's say, before going into mentoring and coaching?
Oh, do you want to have my life story? I'm a constant learner. Well, I have a formal education. Yeah, I have a formal education. I've got a Master of Science in Computer Science and Technology. And then after this, I kind of felt like, okay, I have to learn something more. So I got another on top of that, and that is a Master of Business Administration from Stockholm School of Economics. And I've seen that is really highly, well, it's highly ranked as well just now. And also I've got like project management professional from PMI. And I'm learning, I'm constantly learning new things, and I love it. And that's what kind of drives me forward, if you like.
Very, very, very impressive. I have to to tell you something. One of the most important things when we assess personal branding are professional assets, okay? So I can tell you that all algorithms, they take in account professional assets. So most probably, I didn't see it in detail, your score, but for sure, your professional assets already sit you at a high level, let's say, on your ranking. So tell us a bit about your training when it comes to what you are coaching, what you are training right now.
Well, I've written a book called The Power You Square, Create a Power Path of Success, personally and professionally. And that is written based on what I've experienced in life, right? So what
so
I'm now...
say that someone who wants to follow, let's say, your path should start, let's say, reading your book, right?
Yeah, that could be a good one, right? And I'm actually upgrading it now, or updating a new version of it.
Okay.
That's coming out probably in the beginning of March.
Okay, good luck.
And I'm also translating it to Swedish, and that's coming up in April.
Right?
Yeah. So what a power path is then? Well, it's different from different people. So that's why the first thing I do is to really meet up with people and see where they are now, because you can't start something new if you don't know where you are now. And it has to be in every aspect, like personally, professionally, financially, because that's important as well today, right? So you need to be aware.
Not just important. I believe that it all starts from financially. I mean, you can't really do well, let's say, and have a great health if you stress about your financial situation. You know? I believe that all problems starts from our economical situation. So yeah, I would say that it's one of the most important things that we all have to think before anything else, like, you know. And
you need to know your baseline. You need to know where you are today. You need to get a grip of it. And as I write in my book, I interviewed a guy that was a financial advisor before, and he said females tend to not like math in school, and hence they don't handle their economy especially good.
Yes,
that is what one of the things. I have templates that you can follow up how you are now. What do you need to focus on? Yeah.
So I would say that most probably the success of what you are doing is like, besides the fact that you organize very well, let's say, your let's say workload, and you know from where to start with your let's call them clients, mentees, okay? But I can see that you do a great follow-up. So because I do believe that follow-up is very important when you coach.
Oh, that's the key, because if you don't follow up, you're not coming anywhere, right?
Yeah, and when we care about results, we really need to follow up to see, you know, the progress, let's say. So if I will ask Inger, let's say, what are your, let's say, the most important goals in 2023?
Oh, well, should I tell you my stretch goal?
Yes, please.
That's gonna be having 500 women finding their own power path.
That's very nice. That's actually quite strong goal. How many do you have now? If we talk about baseline.
Well, I can't really pinpoint in that way, because I'm just restructuring my power path, how it should be. But presently I have people that are coming to me and I help them, but I help them randomly, if you like. So they are not on the power path.
Okay.
And that is why I'm restructuring it now with the help of my great mentor in the States, Christiana Carter.
Oh, you know something, Inger, I really love when people appreciate and recognize publicly and express their gratitude to their mentors, because you are a mentor too, and I'm pretty sure that you love people acknowledging what you did for them and praising you for that. So I do appreciate people when I see that they are grateful for their mentors. I have quite a lot of my clients, let's say mentees that are very grateful for the changes that I do on their lives. So I'm very happy when I see that they feel that they recognize and they can talk about that.
Yeah.
So, yeah. You know, when I teach them, and we are at the part of values, let's say, and people get the idea that, you know, something, if I put a list of values, it's what people will understand about me. That's completely wrong. People will associate certain values with you according with what they see that you project without even to understand. So, you know, I saw many people say to me, I'm appreciative. And I asked them, how do you believe that people understand that you are appreciative, you know? And they are like, but I am. Yes, but how do you believe that people do understand that? And they didn't know how to do it. And I asked them, how many times you acknowledge, let's say, what your mentor or someone that helped you, you know, publicly? I don't usually do that.
Exactly.
So you are not appreciative, actually, you know? That's how people understand, let's say, a value of someone.
Yeah.
It's not about what you want to project, it's actually what you really project out there.
Yeah.
So
and also, I mean, that is one of the things that I really preach, if you like. I normally don't preach, but having a gratitude process in place and really writing down what you are grateful for.
My mentor, you always stress the fact that, you know, Elena, we all should start our day appreciating first what we have and being grateful for that. And I actually start my day writing my 5 gratitude, what I feel, let's say, every morning. Like sometimes I really feel like I really need to be grateful that I have my health, because I wake up and I'm full of energy and I feel this, you know, good health. And I know that many people are suffering. Sometimes I really feel like I need to be grateful. Let's say that I'm living in an amazing island. You've been in Cyprus, yes?
Long back.
And I'm pretty sure that you'll want to come back here. So I believe that living here, we really should be grateful for what we have around us. Anyway,
I have to tell you, I have 10 things I'm grateful for every morning.
I would love you to talk about, would you like?
Oh, no problem.
Okay.
I'm really grateful for having my gratitude process that I run every morning, and that I got from Seal Stanford. But the implementation of it, I actually got from Mac Attram.
Okay.
And then I'm grateful for my partner.
All right.
I'm really grateful for having him. I'm grateful for, I mean, this can vary every morning, but I'm grateful for being able to support my sister when she needs me. I'm grateful for having my friends and family and all friends around the world. I'm grateful for having my flat and the sun shining in my flat. I'm also grateful for being abundant in having money, wealthy, healthy, and being happy.
Oh, I got goosebumps.
So there are lots of things you can kind of take, and don't forget every single thing you have, you are grateful for. I mean, I'm grateful I could help my neighbor yesterday. So just so you are setting yourself up to win, if you like.
If you'll have to let's say to recommend something to every woman that starts today building her brand, building her business, would you say that the most important thing that you would like to recommend is, let's say, starting acknowledging your gratitude, let's say things that you have to be grateful for?
And also sitting down, doing this gratitude process every morning. So you sit down with yourself. So you are present with yourself. Because if you are present, you achieve things much faster. So get present, get result. And then when you are present with yourself, you do your gratitude process and you set your goals up for the day. And then don't forget to follow it up in the evening.
Very amazing advices, I can say, for whoever will listen to our interview. But let me ask you something, because I really want women getting inspired from what we are doing right now. I didn't mention at the beginning, I will be using this interview for my doctoral studies. And I really need to get, let's say, the essence from, and what was the, let's say, the important thing that every woman that succeed already did, let's say, or managed or achieved through her career. And she is, let's say, as you are right now at the level where you are right now, let's say. So people believe, and women believe that, you know, something, she is there because she didn't fail. Whereas I am 100% sure that we all have our failures, okay? And I'm pretty sure that there is nobody in the world that never failed. Can you tell me what was the last time, let's say, when you really felt that, you know, I failed?
Yesterday.
Oh.
Well,
Okay.
I failed a lot.
Okay.
And the important thing to remember is that you actually have to step up and continue. Bring the warrior in you and just push through. I mean, I've learned the hard way that you have to check every link you are publishing. Right? Because
yes,
in my book,
content actually.
Yeah.
Yes.
So in my book, for instance, I have links where they can get to know more information and download it from my website.
And what was
it wasn't working because I used my I used a friend's he had given me his account. He's transferred it to me, we thought.
Yes.
But all of a sudden it didn't work. And that was on ClickFunnels. So I had to I didn't realize it. So I had just checked it and then, hang on, this saying it's nothing in there. Okay. So I had to learn a new way of handling links. So I actually went through to MailerLite. And then
another system, another system, providing internet, email, let's say,
And then I actually realized, okay, I set up my course and I wanted to get payment from it. And hang on, it didn't work like it was supposed to do. Sure. So there is a lot of things you need to kind of set up a structure where you can try out every aspect before you release it. Like if you are to have a landing page or whatever, try it out for $1 and see if it's working.
Are you scared of the technology?
I'm not, but I mean, sometimes I get so. Am I allowed to swear?
Yes, you are. Because we want to be real. You know, this is life. we want to give to all women what let's say, because let me tell you, I've met many women that are quite scared of the technology, and they say, you know something, I don't know how to do that, I don't know how to do that. I mean, I can listen to you and you are talking about marriage life, which most probably many women didn't even
don't
hear
know
about, yes,
yeah.
and don't know what it is, and you are talking about landing pages, and how you started. Were you always, let's say, so confident using technology?
Well, I've been working for IBM for a lot of years, and I'm kind of the one people turn to with regards to technology.
Okay.
So I'm interested in it.
Okay.
But that doesn't mean I'm not scared for it sometimes, because everything changes now. For instance, yes, people are using, not LinkedIn has changed as well, but I meant, oh, I've forgotten the name of it. I just did an evaluation of it, Facebook.
Okay.
And everything changes.
Yes.
And then
all digital things, let's say assets, platforms, whoever, like it's called, they change very fast.
Oh, yeah. So Facebook actually went out and asked me questions, or Meta went out and asked me questions, right? So they asked me if this is a good platform where you trust it. No, I said. do you think your information is safe? No, I said. And a lot of things like that. So I don't know how they are to use it. But having said that, I don't think people normally would have answered the question even.
Yeah.
Because they don't know that they can have an impact.
Maybe that's why as leaders, we need to tell people and make them aware, let's say, you know, you can do this. And this is one of my goals, let's say, because I knew from the beginning that I would have to put a lot of work, you know, with my doctoral study, but I said, you know, something, it will help a lot of women, because I'm pretty sure that all of us, we go through a certain, let's say, type of challenge. There is technology, there is, let's say,
economy, like we said, right?
Yes, yes. Yeah, I want to ask you, do you invest in yourself?
Oh, yeah. I'm a constant learner. I need to be able to live, I need to learn new things.
Because you know something, there are many women that they really want to change their life. And they are so keen, they will tell you whatever. But when it comes to really take action, and I do believe that learning and investing on yourself, because learning is a process where you really have to invest, let's say. And many times it's not just about money, it's about the time and effort to learn, let's say, something that might help you.
Yeah, but not only that, Elena, it actually has to do with being curious about life.
Okay, I know. I think you are the one that really impressed me with something that I heard when we had the Global Women Conference. Can you tell us a few things about that? Were you the one that was talking about bungee jumping?
Oh yeah, I love it.
So I would, because you know, I was not sure that was you know, but let me tell you something. I'm afraid of heights.
Oh, you would love bungee jumping. No, I'm not doing bungee jumping. I actually did parachute jump, a tandem one. That was what I talked about. And I think you would love it as well, because it's so different. If you're afraid of heights, you don't feel that it is height around you. You feel like you are in the middle of everything, right? I did it when I was 65. I jumped out with a parachute together with a guy, and then we just went out there. And I asked him before, how do we land? I will take it later, he said. And then we went out there.
But
and
you're
we went,
really courageous to jump without to get on that plane and get into that process without let's say, how it will go.
How I would land, yeah. The thing is, the day before, I actually hit my head, so I had a bump on my head. So I had this thing covering my head, and it didn't almost fit. But anyhow, when we went out and when we went out there, he said, "Can I do some scary things?" Oh, yes, I said. And then we went like floating around in the air. And then all of a sudden he said, "Lift up your feet." And I did. And then I landed on my bum. So it was like really, really, really a good experience. And I actually have photographs. I have a movie showing me in the air.
All right, that's amazing. But I really want to ask you, what is that you believe that you bring to the world that it's truly yours?
It's never too late to start over. I did it at 65.
What's your excuse?
Yeah, you know it, right?
Yeah.
Because that is for me the most important thing, that you can find a new way of living if you want it. And that is something that is really, really important, because it's what you want inside of you, your spiritual being. I mean, nowadays, everyone is talking about this year is going to be the most spiritual year we've ever seen. And everything around it is really good. But I actually have to tell you, I did a numerology, my numerology life path.
Okay.
Yeah. And I was at 22, they said. And that's the most powerful one.
Oh.
And then
I will be watching you this year to see your successes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that was something that the one doing it for me, Kiki. Do you know Kiki?
Yes, I know.
Yeah. And she was actually saying, you can't hide any longer. You need to be there because you have a real purpose to serve people, to help people around. Do it now. Don't wait.
That's I totally agree with that. I mean, you have so much knowledge and I mean, I know that you are able to really help people. And I will be honest that meeting you at that conference, I felt that, something, this woman is really genuine. I mean, it's really honest. It's what you see there, it's actually what you get.
Oh, yeah.
So I felt that, something, she will do amazing things. I I think the people are coming to you for help. They should be really grateful because I can see that you put your heart. It's not just, many people are doing what you do, but I I don't met I didn't meet many that they are doing how you do it. Let's say putting your heart there and be so, let's say, close to them, and so, let's say, genuinely want to really help and give. It's not about, let's say, part of your job.
No, and I actually was told that I'm able to step into a person's shoes and experience what they feel. And I think that's why I can help them in another way.
If I have to assess you, like, let's say, the process that I do assess, let's say, people, I believe that that's your differentiation part. I mean, people can feel like, something, she truly gets me. She truly understands me. So they can really open and they believe that, you can help them and they will put their effort to reach their potential, let's say, and their goals.
And also what I believe as well is really important is they can trust me. I mean, it stays with me. If they don't want to talk about it, that is. Because one lady that I helped, she said, oh, I can't speak publicly. And then I said, okay, let's do a Facebook Live. And she did it.
It's very important to be able to influence people. It's very important to give them that feeling that, you know, I can trust this person. And I believe that you do have a mission to help people. And I'm really grateful that I've met you. And before closing,
I have to say one thing, Elena.
Yes.
I'm really grateful I met you as well, because you have really warmed my heart to, and also made me understand things I didn't know before about personal branding and things like this. So thank you so much.
You know, I say it quite often. The reason I'm doing my doctoral studies in this field is because it costed me a lot. And I will be honest, I was hiding behind a complex that I don't look good. And I was afraid to put myself out there, and I was hiding after the excuse that I was making good money, and I didn't have to worry about that. But when I had to work on my own, when I took the decision to work on my own, I realized that nobody knew me. So it was a huge shock, and I had to take it from there. And I hope that I can help many women understand the power of personal brand and not be in my situation as I was. And if I will have to combine it with what you said, you know, even at 65, it's not too late. It's never too late to start, let's say.
No.
But it's quite important to know what will affect, and especially now that what counts actually is our digital presence, how well we can project who we are out there on the web. So thank you so much, Inger, for this interview. I hope that we cut the essence, let's say, and what I would really want everyone to understand, let's say, when it starts, let's say, thinking of, I want to be successful. I wanted to know from you, let's say, how you see this path, what you have done until now. And if I have to wrap it up, I do believe that investing in yourself, being genuine and really want to put the heart on what you are doing, because you know something, people are not, we cannot fake it for a long time, and people will feel at some point, you know something, she does it only for money. So it's there where people will understand that, you know something, okay, we all want to pay for the services we are getting, but when someone is genuinely there and really want to help, I mean, will earn, let's say, the respect and that trust, and want to be your, let's say, customer lifetime, if we can say like that, you know. So thank you so much for all the tips and advice.
May I really say something in the end?
Yes.
If you are to move and do something else, you need to know, what do you feel inside of you? And what is this that you really dream about doing? And why do you do it? It's not enough to say you need to have money.
Yeah.
Your why is something else. So that you need to connect through to your vision of doing something. And that vision then is actually what is programming your mind, if you like. And then you have your body, right? and your body is what you are really doing. And that is impacted on everything around you, your environment. Your old-time friends that might not agree with you, leave them. And then your outcome is coming from there.
I can see on your background, let's say, tap into your power.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's an amazing title. And I can feel, I'm honest, I didn't read your book. I'm going to go and buy it right now and read it, because I do believe that I really need to read it. So thank you so much for all your time and for all your input and tips, and for this nice chat, honest chat, let's say. I hope that it will be an inspiration for many women that will listen to it. And can you tell us where someone can find you, let's say?
Where they can find me? In Sweden, in Stockholm, if they want to
Yes,
come here.
we
No,
know that
they can
would
actually,
like to-
yeah,
Yeah,
they can actually go on my website.
all right. Life amplification.
.com, yeah.
Okay.
They can also find me
Will you
on,
allow me to put your details?
oh yes, and you can put my link tree,
All right.
so they can see about me there. So
whoever
just put
wants
it there.
to get more from Inga, I'm going to post all the links that you can find her and communicate with her. Thank you so much for today, and have a lovely, lovely week ahead. Thank you, Inga.
Thank you, Lena. Wish you the same.